So this is an O-level bio study tips channel, not a fitness channel. So I'm no expert in this. However, many people have been asking me what's my workout routine and for gymming tips. So I will share what I specifically do and the most important things that have given me the best results and the most important things that have helped me, but all this is just my opinion. So if you're someone starting out gymming or you are relatively new to it and you like the idea of getting into it, then this video is for you. So a bit of background, I used to be really skinny. And I was in water polo CCA in secondary school. At the start of JC, I started taking gymming seriously, and that was where my physique really took off. So I'm going to share my 6 most important lessons that gave me the biggest results. Okay, lesson number 1 is to keep it simple. I'm sure online you have seen a lot of workout routines where they have several exercises just for one body part. Instead, if you're starting out, just do 1 to 2 exercises per body part is enough. So if you do 3 sets of each exercise and you push yourself hard, then you'll find that it's more than enough and your muscles are already quite tired. Here's my list of essential exercises in my opinion, which I also do, which is what I do. So for chest, I do bench press. Now whether it's a dumbbells or barbells, it doesn't matter. Just do whichever is more comfortable. For the back, I do pull-ups. If you can't do pull-ups, do lat pull-downs on the machine. And I also do rows. For legs and glutes, I do squats and deadlifts. The smaller muscle groups should not be neglected also. So for calves, I do calf raises. For biceps, I do bicep curls. For triceps, I do tricep pushdowns. And for shoulders, I do side raises and rear delt flies. And yeah, that's all the exercises that I do in my routine, so it's ridiculously simple. Lesson number 2 is that you only need to go 2 to 3 times a week. So if you have a super busy schedule like me, or you're just starting out this habit of going to the gym, then it's much easier to stay consistent if you only go 2 to 3 times a week. So for my personal gym routine, I go twice a week because I'm super busy and I try to hit all the muscle groups, so I do my full body in each session. Some exercises, I have 2 variations, so I will rotate between each variation for each session. So example, session 1, I will do squats for my legs, and then session 2, I will do deadlifts and then I'll rotate. As for location, choose a convenient place. So for me, I have a gym just 1 block away from me, which I'm really grateful for. So it's a super high chance that I will actually go to the gym. I recommend having all your stuff packed in a gym bag. I recommend having all your gym stuff packed in a dedicated bag. So for me, mine is under my bed storage. So I just open it up, take the bag and just go. The less resistance and the more convenience that you give yourself, the higher chance you will stick to the habit. Lesson number 3 is probably the most important one, which is to track your progress. So before I started gymming seriously, I would go to the gym. I'd push myself really hard. Since I was in a sports CCA previously, I knew how to push myself hard, but I barely saw any results. So why? Because I was thinking that if I feel the burn in my muscles, the muscle fatigue, that means that I'll be getting results. But that's not true. What results in muscle growth is when you force the muscle to adapt. That means you need to put it in a more and more challenging situation. So every exercise needs to progress either in the weight you're lifting or the number of reps you're doing. So once I finally started tracking my progress, 2 things happened. I saw results really fast. In a few months, there was huge changes already. And number 2, I got motivated by seeing the measurable progress. So that made me love gymming and exercising because it was no longer a chore, there was intrinsic motivation to keep on beating the previous best. Okay, lesson number 4 is to use a physical notebook and not your phone when tracking progress. Do you know what the number 1 killer of gains is at the gym? In my opinion, it's your phone. So the next time you go to the gym, just observe people and you'll see so many people are just looking at their phone for most of the session. So it makes you waste so much time between sets and puts you out of the zone. So next time, whenever you go to the gym, track your progress on a physical notebook. Here's mine actually, and so every session, I will just write all the exercises and what weight I did last, how many reps. So I will have this close-up view of this on the screen so that you can see it. Lesson number 5 is the principle of calories in versus calories out. Ever felt like you want to lose weight, but it just doesn't happen? Or maybe you were like me in the past, where I was skinny and I want to gain weight, but I just can't seem to. You just need to understand the concept of calories in versus calories out. You see, whenever we eat food, sweets, drinks, whatever it is, as long as there's some form of energy that our body can use, then it gets digested, absorbed, and assimilated into our body. And this is the topic of nutrition in humans, which you've learned. So we'll call the total energy you take in calories in. And every day you also need to use up energy, right? Like aerobic respiration to keep your cells alive, moving around, muscular contractions, exercising. So we call the total energy that you burn calories out. So here's the secret. If you want to lose weight, just make sure your calories in is less than your calories out. Imagine a water tank where there's less water coming in compared to the water that's flowing out. So over time, the water level will decrease, right? And that's what will happen to your weight. So how do you achieve that? Remember this phrase, eat less, move more. So if you eat less total calories, especially avoiding things high in carbohydrate, sweets, fatty foods, fast food, then you would consume less calories. And how to move more is just exercise more, especially cardio exercises. Now, if you want to gain weight, then you need to shift the equation the other way. So eat more, but try not to move less because you still need to move for your body's health. And when you eat more, try and keep the diet clean because after all, you are what you eat. And lesson number 6 is that you don't need supplements to make massive progress. I'm sure you've heard of protein powder, but do we need it to see big results in the gym? So the answer is no need. You can actually get the same amount of protein just by eating normal food like meats, tofu, etc., anything that has protein in it. Just make sure that if your goal is to build muscle, and you're going to the gym, eat extra protein. Keeping things simple is how to start and sustain new habits, especially if you are new to the gym. So personally, I don't measure anything. I don't measure how much protein I eat each day. I just remind myself that just get extra protein. Ask for second helpings of protein if possible. And so supplements such as protein powder are called supplements because they're not the main thing that gives you results. They are just there to supplement. So those were my 6 biggest lessons that I hope people who are new to gymming and would like to get into it, but maybe you never had the courage yet. My hope is that this would help you start on that journey. So it has been a very rewarding journey for myself, and I definitely would recommend everyone to exercise, to work out, and to gym. It builds your self-confidence. You always feel better about yourself every single time after you come back from the gym. Yeah, so not only makes you feel better, look better, but also feel better about yourself. Special announcement, I'm intending to hold a special podcast episode with one of our followers. He is someone who is more advanced than me in gymming, and we're going to bring him on so that we can learn more gymming tips which you can benefit from. So if you don't want to miss out on that, then please subscribe so that when that video comes out, you will get notified of it. In the meantime, if you like, feel free to watch our study tips videos and bio videos. In the meantime, if you like, feel free to watch our other study tips videos.